Hey, Student Affairs colleagues. This is Lori Reser, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. I just want to do a quick thank you for everything that you all have done during this last year with this pandemic. And if I had to choose one word for you all, it would be amazing. Amazing to the staff who never left campus, who kept working, who kept things going, even during the most scariest parts of this pandemic. Amazing UHS and public health staff and all the staff that worked so hard to create new structures and processes to address this pandemic, whether the vaccines or the Badger Health ambassadors, all of that. So tremendous and amazing. Amazing to the staff who have had to deal with increased racial and social strife this year in dealing with their own trauma and their own process, and still being there for students and helping them and taking care of them during this difficult time as well. And amazing to everybody who had to pivot, sometimes do two different jobs, sometimes do two different jobs during the same week, and things just never were the same. And you pivoted and you adjusted and you did the work in a way that always supported our students. Amazing. That's what you all are. And I'm so grateful and so honored to work with all of you. Thank you so, so much for everything you've done this past year.
Hello, colleagues. I've been doing a lot of thinking and reflecting over this past year. And if I could pick just a single word to describe how I feel, it would be gratitude. I'm grateful for the way that you work together and tirelessly to support each other and our students during what I hope is the most challenging year that we may ever experience in our personal and professional lives. So it's with deep and abiding gratitude that I acknowledge the endless hours you worked to fight the pandemic, the way you face uncertain circumstances with hope and commitment, the way you showed up to fight unrelenting and systemic racism, and the way you responded to those in need or facing a crisis. I was inspired. And we ended this year with a most unusual and yet joyous commencement. And I found myself humbled and privileged to stand amongst you. This year was definitely not normal, and you were exceptional. With gratitude, on Wisconsin.
As Chief of Staff, I get to look across the entire Student Affairs organization. So when I think about the word that most epitomizes the last 18 months, for me, it's the word dedication. I was able to sit and watch day in, day out, examples big and small of how people were dedicated to helping others. So much so that sometimes they forgot about taking care of their own needs. Their commitment to care, your desire to resolve a problem even when it was daunting, your enthusiasm in the face of these many big challenges was really inspirational. So I want to say thanks to each of you. In particular, I want to say thanks to my central administration team. And I want to remind us that there's also a time now to rest and regroup as we kind of reflect back on last year and get ready for the next one. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything each of you have done.
As I reflect on this year, one word that sticks out to me is appreciative. I'm appreciative of the dedication and commitment of our staff. We have done hard things this year, and from quarantine outreach initiatives, testing compliance, testing exemptions, Badger Jumpstart, virtual SOAR, to a fully virtual 27th session of ASM. Parent and Family Programs has consistently been in the JIC, or Joint Information Center, for 15 months. We have been pulled in so many different directions, and I am so proud of all that we have accomplished. There's much to be proud of at UW-Madison in student affairs. As we look forward to this fall and in August, I look forward to our campus coming alive again. I think about the Wisconsin Singers and their debut video of Come Alive, and I'm excited to see that for our campus this year. Thank you so much for everything you've done to serve our students and our staff. And I look forward to our opportunities to connect in person or virtual. Thank you.
When I think of this last year and all of our collective accomplishments, I think of the word tenacity. Your ability to bring together the best that you have to offer for this campus in the most difficult of times was on display like never before. And the strength of our collective organization actually grew stronger as a result. Whether it was the early days where we still mounted blood drives and food pantries and fed the essential workers, or when we stood up isolation and quarantine facilities, or doubled down on our DISJ initiatives to help the campus be a more just place, or poured our heart and soul into virtual programming and providing for the leadership of students, or found philanthropic dollars to meet the needs of students. And finally, mounting the Badger Wellness Ambassadors Program and all of the commencement support. This has been a year that's proven that we have what it takes to rise to the challenge. So thank you for your tenacious behavior, thank you for your commitment to the students, and thank you for being part of an amazing team.
Hi everyone. My word to describe this year is connection. Now, I'm not just talking about the times when your Zoom, WebEx, or Teams call has dropped because of a bad internet connection. Beyond that, this past year has allowed us to reflect on the importance of connections. For months, many of us were asked to stay at home and challenged to connect through a screen instead of in person. We missed the happenstance meetings on Bascom Hill, in the Union, or the Red Gym. Many folks have continued to come on site, serving as vital connections to essential operations like medical care and food service. Regardless, in some way, shape, or form, we have missed the connections that make learning and working at UW so vibrant and exciting. So now, as more of us slowly and safely emerge and attend public gatherings and meetings, we have renewed opportunities to make those connections again. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to making those connections again with you, with our students, and with each other.